Hey guys, welcome back to 8th Vac for the first time that I'm doing this intro today for this episode, because I definitely didn't just have my OBS thing on the wrong scene, and then I forgot that my microphone was off the second time I recorded it. So, because this is the first time, I feel like, no, I don't need to keep a diary, because I just started playing like a minute ago. I feel like it's necessary to explain these two decks. Now I haven't actually explained these before, so this might be a little bit complicated. I might need to go over it a couple times. So we're running a poison water deck. Essentially, that's what sewage means, right? Poison plus water. So we're running Ekans, who's just kind of a good all-arounder, you know, 2 for 2, that's fine. You can do something on the first turn if you want. And then you be able to use... That wasn't English. You are able to use Arbok, who has a nice guaranteed poison. And a thing that forces your opponent out, which is kind of interesting. And then on the other end of the freaking deck list, because this is just organized by Nat Dex number, I think, for some goddamn reason, you have Muck, who just, you know, negates other Pokemon powers, which is situationally useful. Weezing, which has the Smog and the Self-Destruct, so that it basically ensures it will always at least 1 for 1, if not 2 for 1, the opponent. And then over in Waterland, we're running Tentacool, whose power is basically, I just get to return it to my hand, which means that it's just a free heal, and a free switch, and a free redeploy, which is just freaking awesome. So then that evolves into Tentacool, who gets the free retreat, and then he has a guaranteed poison, which is also just great. Right, because those guaranteed poisons are all basically just deal 30 damage to your opponent, and then 20 on every turn after that, which is freaking sick. Then we're also running Krabby Klingler, and then Staryu Army. And there's one last thing in the grass thing I forgot because it didn't scroll down far enough. If you scroll down all the way to the bottom, we have the best Tangela, who has an interesting art that I definitely haven't seen before. Plus, bind, like, that's just good, right? Poison powder, that's just hilarious. So that'll be good. Standard trainer, standard energy, you know, the normal stuff I usually run. And because this is the first time, I'm just not going to fight this guy, because I looked it up in the guide, and it turns out you do not need to fight Eric, who talks like this for some reason. I know that he talks like this. So we're not going to duel him, because there's no reason to, because I've spent a whole bunch of time grinding off camera to get the, get this bad boy, the fossil deck going. Because as it turns out, the fossil cards are rare, and my RNGs fucking suck, because I got like, you know, trips of everywhere before I found my first Kabutops. In any case, we're gonna talk with this guy, David. The machine. It's not quite working quite right. Unlike Dr. Mason's machine, this machine is very complicated. Let's see here. Do you want to duel against me? Alright, sure, let's duel David. Shall we begin the match? It will be a single match with... It will be a... I'm not sure, does that voice... It will... Yeah, I guess you aspirate your teeth. It will be a single match for 4 prizes. Alright. And there's David. I'm David. I have an abnormally long finger. Allow me to show you. As well as a off-center face. Something is just off-center about that. That's very quite strange. Okay, the only thing we have is Tentacle, who has 3 health, so this... Nothing can go wrong. After I was just lauding over the beauty of Tentacle and its superiority over other Pokemon. Yeah, no, we're just... Oh god, we're about to get Grimered and then freaking gooed. This is bad. Okay. Well, he lost the coin flip, so we didn't lose the game. That's always good. Alright. Always lucky? Never lucky. Okay. See, look, I called that one before it happened, because I know it's gonna happen. The Pokeball does nothing. Oh, thank god, another card. So let's play us some nice grass energy onto Ekans. Right, he talks like that, right? Okay, question. Does Cowardice, does it... Oh, you can't use it if he's paralyzed. Okay, so since I don't want to lose Tentacool, because he's actually good, or rather, because the rest of my team freaking sucks. What is... Fine. I will play with your terrible, terrible rules of, oh yes, everyone's first turn is the same turn as you play the Pokemon. Alright. Did we lose? We lost the game, boys. We lost Tentacool, unless we draw a full heal, but I'm not quite sure that that's worth it either. Oh, hey, we drew Tangela. That's kind of cool. Well, let's play our Ekans, and then let Tentacool get killed, because I can't use Cowardice, right? Because he's, sleep paralysis or confusion. Oh, God. On the bright side, I think he only has one Pokemon, so I could just Ekans him to death. Never mind. Oh. Oh, that means he's gonna evolve! Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, no! That's not good. I don't want my first match of the day and of all no other recording sessions to be a loss. That would be rather depressing. Well, I guess I can play a water energy on you for now. And I definitely didn't fight this guy 2 other times and they were going well until I realized that something was wrong with the recording. If that did happen, I would be extremely frustrated right now. But because it didn't, I'm just despairing a normal amount as opposed to an extraordinary amount. Hey, there's a grass energy. No, Tangela isn't useless rather anymore. He's still useful. He has actually just become useful. In any case, oh, I should talk about the roadmap of this thing while we're just kind of waiting for David to do stuff. So, current plan is for David to fail his card, but never mind, because he always just wins everything. Because he's David. I'm David. I'm British and therefore better. What was I talking about? Yeah, so we're gonna beat up the science club. I don't think that's gonna take that long. Right, most of these clubs are usually done in around half an hour-ish, depending on how long all the trainer battles take, like half an hour, 45 minutes. And I thought after that, I would take my good old other deck, the fossil deck, out for a test drive so that we can start refining and getting stuff together a bit better by playing off in the Pokedome or whatever it's called, like the Challenge Hall. I think that's actually what it was called, Challenge Hall. So that then we can start, refining that deck list, do a little bit of grinding in an interesting way, or at least, a way that's slightly more interesting than this. God damn it. You're so good at this game. I'm just, I feel like this is why I stopped playing Hearthstone, man. Like, I was just so tired of just getting bamboozled out of nowhere. Oh, I should've. Well, both of those would have been very useful. Some time ago. But sadly, that time is far, far past. I don't think I'll ever get enough for the poison powder. Like, by the time that I do, this game will already be over one way or another. So we're just gonna pray to God that he fails his heads up and that we don't fail ours. Now, we just failed our coin flip. And so, as a result, I do think that he is... Yeah, okay, that's also just... We can just lose like that. That's also fine. Okay, just hurry it up. I don't care about these animations. It's over. Yay, free prize, whatever. Oh man, we got bodied by so many two-state. Half our hand was just fucking oh god. Because of the water energies, actually, for one turn, our entire hand was just fucking useless of like 7 cards. Alright, oh, you have the lonely deck. Oh yes. I'm very lonely because I'm British. Don't take that out of context. I'm clearly just exercising my rage out on this piece of shit computer. Okay. I'm happy playing these guys down. Because these guys will be very, very effective in countering our opponent in this mirror match, which I actually did not realize that this club was going to be a mirror match when I was building it up. That Doduo does make things a little bit more complicated. And the fact that we also just failed to do anything, because why would we ever do anything? So, in any case, we're just gonna, we're just gonna minimize, which reduces it by 20 so we don't take any hits, so we can kind of stall while we draw cards and hopefully just don't fucking fail like we did last time. Now it's bad, we lost a coin flip and then we lost another thing, and then we lost another thing. So bad. Alright. Hey, a potion. That's not useful. I'm sorry. It's not useful. I guess I can give it a coughing so that he can start, like, poisoning, confusing the opponent if it's necessary. What does he have up? He has a Nidoran, he has a coughing, he has a meow. That's right. I think it's wise to just keep on minimizing our presence until something else happens. Alright. Well, oh yeah, that's right, we were just drawing energies because that's all we need to do in this game. We don't actually need to draw a Pokemon that can deal damage, or any evolutions, or have our trainer card work, right? Like, I hate the Pokeball so much. I hate it. It's so stupid if you get it to go off. And if you don't, then it's just, like, you literally waste the card for no fucking reason. Anyway, how's he doing? He's got 2 on the Nidoran, nothing else. Oh, he's got 1 on the Doduo, but because I'm minimizing, he's not going to be able to do anything. At least that's good. It's kind of in that Mixolydian mode, I guess, the music that is. Okay. Okay, so what else do I actually need to talk about before this fucking thing is over? So I talked about the roadmap that we got. You don't need the potions. Talked about, yeah, Challenge Hall. Yeah, there's supposed to be like tournaments there or something, which might be kind of interesting. We might run into our rival, Ronald. Still not quite sure why he's called Ronald, but, you know, who am I to judge a man named Ronald? Except for Reagan. Yeah, so we're just gonna... We drew the mug. So we might want to try and do something there. Alternatively, just because we got our, Oh, because we got Kingler, actually, we can just prepare for Krabby to beat the shit out of Doduo there. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch into Krabby, and then I'm going to Iron Grip. So that then next turn we can Quab Hammer and just kill him. Sounds pretty good, honestly. Sounds like a good plan. Nice drink of water. And of course he's just going to do 20 damage, because... Okay, only 10, that's fine. That's acceptable. Yeah. So, hopefully this thing keeps him... Hey, we're actually curving out properly. Well, not curving out. We're not really curving at all. I don't think there's any curvature happening here. But, you know, we are playing cards, and these cards are having effects. In any case. I guess we can... I guess we'll play the Grass on Kingler because we want the water for Tentacle. That's fine. Just Quiet Hammer. Beat the crap out of him. There we go. 40 down. I get to draw my prize, which is energy removal, which is kind of good, except not in this situation because he has too much energy on that Nidoran. Oh, he's got a whole bunch of Nidoran. Uh-oh. That was something I was considering to build, a Nidoran sort of thing. So the idea is that you play all the Nidoran, and then you play Nidorina, who has this hilarious attack I gotta show you. If I didn't get it, I don't think I got it on camera before. So hopefully I can show you how hilarious it is. Yeah, Tentacle falls into Tentacle. Alright, Crab Hammer. What is that? Is it like a freaking bird? No, it's just crickets and dogs, I guess. Hopefully you can. I don't think you can hear that over the audio capture, which is good. What was that? Did you just supersonic me? Supersonic? Electronic? Electronic. Supersonic. That is a song that exists, man. Oh man, there's no other way, truly no other way to describe it, just, that is a song that exists. Oh man, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you want to go onto YouTube. Just go up to the search bar like 10 inches. That's a lot of inches. 10 centimeters. 5 centimeters above the video right now. Search up Supersonic Electronic with 2 Ks. K's at the end of each of those. Supersonic K, Electronic K. It is quite the experience. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the word experience. But it is quite good. In any case, we dodged the supersonic train that day. We did not have to fly away with his tight blue jeans. And we are going to just, I think, explode on this motherfucker. As I cannot be asked to actually do anything. Ah, so many Nidoran. David, it's like you want to make this as painful for me as possible. Why would you do that? You're just making this so much more annoying. Ah! Alright, I'll set that up so that we can blow ourselves up if we need to. Hey! Our poison check actually went off when it mattered for once. This recording session, that is. I had actually pretty good RNG in the lost footage, I'm gonna call it. Not the lost footage from before, where like I lost my footage of me wandering around for like half an hour trying to find the fighting club members in other locations. Mostly just the lost footage from today. Did you just do 30 damage with a 1 power attack? Man, I dislike you. I got a lot of negative emotions, and most of them are about you, specifically. At least at this very moment. Hey, the poison went off when it didn't matter. Woo! Is that a thing? Where poison can, like, compound? I thought I saw something where it was, like, toxic, where it does 20 instead of 10, but I don't remember if that's, like, an actual thing or it's from a later generation. Like, it's some weird memory I have from the card game, like the cards that I had with my sister back in the old days. I don't know. Alright. Alright, let's just blow ourselves up, get this done with. Boom. Yeah, you're knocked out. That's what I like to see. And then every one of my side takes 10 damage, so the animation takes forever, but I actually kind of like the animation, so I'm not just going to get rid of them. Right? I think they're interesting. Yay! I took all the prizes! Suck it, David! You and your strangely long and straight finger. My theory is that the machine's malfunctioning caused it. Wow! Way to frickin' dodge the responsibility there, buddy. Ooh, Ninetales. That's kinda cool. Hey! We finally got a Dratini. I don't think I've had one of these, actually. I've just had the Dragonite and the Dragonairs, but no Dratini. Well, there's Parasect. Good old Parasect. I like him. I'm using him in this. Oh god, it's a terrible run. It's a mono bug, except in Gen 2. So there's like 2 bug attacks. And I told myself I wasn't gonna use Weedle, because that seemed cheap. Right? Or because that like you get access to Twin Needle very early on, which I don't know. Like I've used Beedrill before. I'm using him actually on my mono poison run, so I was like, nah, I don't want to duplicate, right? I don't want to duplicate. Yeah, fix your stupid, strangely colored machine. Actually, how? Oh, I guess. Oh wait, that's a Game Boy. I'm stupid. Okay, good to know. It's a Game Boy Color because there's color on the display and the 2 buttons in the D-pad. Man, I'm so intelligent. In any case, I'm doing a mono bug in Gen 2, which sucks because the only bug move is like frickin' Mega Horn, which you get at level 50 something or like 60 something with Heracross. So I just said screw it, I'm not using Heracross. And then, or am I using Heracross? I can't remember. Oh, God, I haven't pulled that one out in a little while, so I need to pull up the team again. But I'm not using him, and I'm not using Beedrill, which basically means the only bug move I have is String Shot and the Fury Cutter TM you get from Bugsy. So hopefully something happens. It's been a fun challenge run, and it's about to get a whole lot worse once I'm about to hit Morty, I think, is that one. And that means I can't actually like use Scratch or like Poison Sing bullshit. So, anyways, Joseph. Oi, you! Rick the Clubmaster is in the middle of an important experiment. He has no time to see someone like you. If you really want to see him, you must defeat me first. Not too smart, but you've got nerves. We'll play for 4 prizes. If you win 1 match, I'll let you through. Ah, science club. He doesn't have a hat. That's not correct. Also, I just realized there's no reason for me to combat the Doduo in that way, because the Doduo is flying type, and flying doesn't resist grass in this game, it only resists fighting. Because I'm so smart, and always perceptive. Alright. Now, one of the emails I did get from Professor Mason, was about deck building. He was like, oh yeah, you probably want like about a quarter of your deck or so to be basic Pokemon cards. And I looked at this one, and yeah, the numbers are about right. Ish. Right, we got 6 evolutionary lines, 2 from each 12. It's a little under, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, it could be a lot worse. And then I looked at what I was running for my fossils, and I have the... I'll go more in depth in this later, but I have the 4 mysterious fossils, and then also like the other stuff I'm running. It's only like 7 or 8. It's not good. Where's the other caddy? There you are. Alright. So that deck needs a lot of tuning. I need to figure out how I want to make the fossils work, because making the fossils... As it happens, making the fossils work is actually extremely difficult. And, we'll go over what the payoffs are for your fully evolved Kabutops and all this other stuff. In any case, quick water break. Everyone, take a drink. Stay hydrated. Oh dear. I guess I'll switch Tentacle. That was weird. Yeah, let me just tap along my nice little percussion set here. Okay. Okay, I think the plan is Pokemon power. We're gonna put our Krabby. We're gonna play Tentacle again so that if we have to switch, we can do that. And we're gonna play, Oh, I'm an idiot! I don't have... I thought I had Kingler. Okay, Okay. This is fine. We're just gonna keep on punching him. Like this for now. Oh, that's not good. Actually, okay, new plan. We're gonna play Krabby. Because I think our only evolved choice is frickin' Tentacruel. Which is not good. But we have to make it work. So we're gonna just do that. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, we can't do anything. Just let the Krabby eat the blows! Just eat the blows! Oh god, there goes the whirlwind. Okay, so we gotta play Tentacruel now. That was okay. That was not an intelligent move from me, but we're trying. Okay, Arctic. What does Mirror Move do? Use a final result of that attack on Pidgeotto to the defending Pokemon. Okay, that's interesting. And he's got a lot of freaking Pidgey and yeah. What does Spearow do? Peck. Okay, that doesn't matter. All right. I'm surprised we haven't run into any double colorless energy. Let's sting him. That's always a good idea. Yeah, like that. And you take 10 damage, and I will laugh. Considerably. Hey, look, I forced you to retreat. That's good. And now we'll get pecked, and then we'll poison you, and then you'll retreat, and then... Oh, thank God, Professor Oak, you're here to help. You see, this is terrible. My buddy's here. We just got beat up, dude. So thank you for giving me a fresh hand. Hopefully with some cards that I can actually use. Like Bill. Or Kingler, actually. That would actually be really, really good. Not perfect right now, but really, really good. Yeah, because then he can probably hit me for one. Ooh, and then I can have, like, the flail all set up. That would be sweet. Except for the fact... Oh, I do have a switch, so it is perfectly sweet. Alright, we got a plan. We got a plan going on. Hopefully I explained it properly. Because I haven't really been explaining it that well. Alright, so we're gonna pull out Kingler. Actually, no, that's a bit too risky. We're just gonna jellyfish things now. Having the full-on flail isn't necessary because the rest of his team has 4 or less health, so the crab hammer will just kill him. Alright. I thought I had an interesting combo, but it was entirely unnecessary. Play Kingler. Oh, nice cloud animation there, or tornado, rather. Alright, we drew our card. There's a Tangela. What do I want to do? Oh, I guess we can just play Tangela. Cross them up. That'll be all fine later. Flail. Wow, wow, wow. Flail like an idiot. I guess, now I think about it, that's probably why he has such low health, because he has access to flail. Because you don't want your like super high health Pokemon to get that, because then you can just do like 100 damage for 1 health and you're still fine. Oh god, Flying Pikachu, no. Not Flying Pikachu. Not Flying Pikachu. No. See? I'm only 3 prizes away. Yeah, screw it, we're just gonna flail. I don't care if Kingler gets killed here. We are nearing the end of our struggle. And so I will gladly welcome any reprieve. Alright, we'll play Tentacle. He's a good Pokemon. Sorry about the yawning. I've been traveling lately and I'm just rather tired of it all, you know? Like, I don't know, I get why people like, you know, like seeing new places and experiencing new cultures or whatever, but like the act of traveling in and of itself is extremely tedious, I find. Very tiring, it's like just like a major inconvenience, you know? But, I don't know, I've traveled a lot, so that's just how, that's just my opinion. Like, it's just a hassle to get to the airport, man. It's such a hassle. It's friggin' ridiculous. Yeah, right, you resist fighting now. For some friggin' reason. Alright, we're just gonna jellyfish sting all these guys. Take your 10 damage. This guy is playing semi-intelligently because he doesn't want his Pokemon to die, but at the same time he's being a complete fool because he can't actually do anything if he set himself up like this. It's another Kingler. You know what I can do? I can give him water energy, now he's actually doing something. And now, he's actually doing something. Do I only have... I have 2 left. Okay, so that Pidgey is gonna die, that Pidgey is gonna die, that Spear is gonna die at some point. We just keep up stinging them with our little jellyfish stingers. Bad. I just noticed, Tentacool is supposed to have like a beak-looking thing. I never really registered it as a beak. I always thought it was kind of like a weird nose or tendril or something, but... his mouth, like right that area right under his eye, the blue with like the red right under it, that's supposed to be a friggin' jellyfish. It's supposed to be like a beak of like some sort of squid thing, I think. Did I just get a grass energy actually? I'm stupid. Okay, never. No, don't mind me. I'm working on stuff. I'm working over here. So yeah, take your damage. Take your damage. It will be hilarious. Oh, you can't keep retreating like that. I mean, after, when you're running birds, you probably can, because they have, like, infinite stamina or whatever, but... I mean, in the larger sense of game, you can't just spend your actions retreating, bro. In fact, I'll actually change it up. I'll bring out Weird Tangela. Like, really tentacly Tangela and, like, Poison Powder. So now... you just have to accept your loss, bro. It's over. Just like I had it over against your British friend, not that long ago. It was over, and now it's over again. I don't know. I'm very much like all fully present right now, as I'm sure it's obvious. Hey, I lost. Oh, I don't remember. Hey, I lost since I promised I have to let you through. And take this. Okay, thanks for the lab pack. What do we got? We got Ditto, which is kind of cool. Maintenance would suck. There's no reason to play maintenance over frickin' Bill, unless you're doing some weird dex search shenanigans. But even then, I don't see a reason to do it. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, Imposter Professor Oak. Oh, this card's sweet. Your opponent shuffles his or her hands into his or her deck and draws 7 cards. Ooh. That's kind of... that's super flavorful. I'll give him that. That's pretty awesome. I don't think the effect is particularly good in these decks. Unless you know that your opponent's doing something, but... in any case... Rick's in the middle of an experiment, so don't bother him too much. I will do what I damn well please. Rick. What does Rick sound like? Rick, Master of the Science Club. Okay, give me 5 more seconds. I am Rick, the Master of the Science Club. Science rules nature. That is why it is so strong. Do you wish to test the strengths of science by playing against me? Oh, I should have gone with a German accent, with like the freaking terrible, terrible accent they had for that science guy in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Okay. Now I think I like the thing that he has there. Like, one extremely, like, you know, 4 really small fingers, and then 1 giant thumb that's just, like, broken out of place at that. But I do, like, that's a good expression to have, honestly. I want to be like Rick when I grow up. I play with his, like, fucked up hand. Alright. Rick. I am Rick! Like, what was it in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Besides the regular, like, scientific dueling guy, they had freaking, what was it? Professor Eisenstein working there. Show up for, you know, enemy of duelist of the week sort of thing. And he, how did he talk? He talked kind of like my Dr. Mason voice with the German one, like, the power of science. Don't you see, Jaden, my boy? The power of science is unstoppable. And like, he had this whole like science themed deck. At least it was like pop science themed, with like, God, I don't even know how to describe it. It was incredible. Oh man, it was something. Oh, Porygon! I don't think I have a Porygon. Hold on. What does Porygon do? Conversion 1 and 2. If the dependent Pokemon has a weakness, you may change it to a type of your choice other than colorless. Change Porygon's resistance to a type of your choice other than colorless. That's really cool. I don't think that's particularly useful unless it also has a 0 retreat cost, but that's awesome. That's super, super cool. I like the thoughts behind that. Let's give him a little slap, a little love tap. Oh, there's Mewtwo. which I guess is a product of science as well. Zero grass energy. Now the question is, do I value 20 damage or do I value another card? What does Star Freeze do? Star Freeze is not that good. I think... yeah, no. I want to attack him now because if he gets his coughing off and he like foul guesses me or something, right, I'm gonna get poisoned or confused. I can get rid of that by evolving, so we're gonna hit him now. No, that was an interesting and meaningful decision. That's not very common, regrettably. Hey, energy surge. Actually, let me check on something real quick. How are we doing on that? Because I'm not actually... okay, we should be fine. We should be fine. Don't worry about it. Let's play the game. Alright, so I'm actually going to energy search for the water. And then play Starmie. And then we're going to evolve. Okay, yeah, there we go. He played a Psychic on Porygon, he's got a Coughing and a Mewtwo. Okay, well I'm good that he hasn't started building up his Mewtwo yet. Alright, let's oak up! Thanks, Professor! No problem, Henry! Isn't that his voice? It's like that weird twang to it. I recall. Don't want to play. I don't think I particularly want to play Coughing, because, you know, implying psychic weaknesses. But, it's fun to have him around, I guess. Alright, Star Freeze! Paralysis check, all that good stuff. Alright, he's dead. Perfect. Hey, I drew a useless card. Yeah, I should probably, I think about it, I should probably condense... oh, that freaking... well, that sucks! I don't want that to be converted. I'm actually really curious now, does the conversion hold over between turns? Or, like, not between turns, I mean, like, if I, like, switch them out with a switch card or something? Does that persist? I don't really have a mind to find out right now, so we're just gonna Star Freeze. Oh, sweet, he's paralyzed, so he can't even switch. That's awesome. Things are turning up perfectly. This is good, man. I was trying to play some Deep Rock earlier. I was just doing like a solo mission, killed the Dreadnought, whatever. I was making progress. I was on to the second Dreadnought. I spawn him, game crashes. And I was so defeated. I was like, you know what? I think I'm not going to play anymore in this game today. But despite the multiple failures, mostly on my part, to get this game going, like, I think, you know, I'm feeling motivated. We can beat the Science Club. We can test out our new deck. Oh god. Energy absorption. It's that ability I was talking about earlier. Those were tactical drops of the freaking psychic energy. He knew exactly what was going to happen. No, I'm going to get wrecked. I guess I can play a Grimer and a water energy just for the, you know, whatever. The thing. What is his attack? Cyburn. So that's just gonna kill me. He does have 7 health? Okay, so I could just always get lucky, right? And then he's just screwed. Which is, you know, a fun and balanced game mechanic that definitely doesn't frustrate one of your players 100% of the time. That's the thing about, like, a lot of these coin flips I'm not okay with. Like, I'm blatantly ripping off freaking Reynad. We talked about it, but he put it so eloquently when it's just like, you know, when you have in your game, you know, when you have something, a game mechanic where it's like, well, 15% of the time you get an outcome that is strictly better for you, then 100% of the time, one of the two people who's playing is going to be pissed that that either their opponent won the coin flip or their opponent lost the coin flip or whatever. And that is so true for this game, in so many ways. There's some really great coin flips, I think. I think that the coin flips for, I think in general, like, the coin flips, once they get to a certain point, like with Explosion isn't so bad, because, you know, the results right? It's not 50% all or nothing, right? The results are a bit more, like, spread out. There's a greater distribution of average, quote-unquote, results. So, like here, like with Starfreeze, there is no average result. It is either, this is a 3 energy attack that does freaking 20 damage, or this is a 3 energy attack that does 20 damage and also your opponent does nothing. There's no average result. With like Big Explosion, where you have like freaking 6 coin flips or something, then suddenly your normalized distribution of the results, there are a lot of results that are in the middle. Like I would say that anything between like 2 and 4 is like, okay, that's average, you know, and that happens a lot with that sort of with coin flips to that magnitude. And another great example of, I think, a coin flip done correctly in this game is in coughing, right? Let's look at him. Foul gas. 15% of the time your opponent is poisoned, 50% of the time it's confused. That's interesting. 100% of the time something happens, like, you might argue that poison is objectively better, but confusion can also be, like, better in other situations, so it's not like one is strictly better. Neither player feels particularly screwed until they get confused and then they start getting strictly better scenarios, right? Can you attack, or do you do nothing and then just spend your turn dealing 20 damage to yourself, right? Those are very different. I think Starmie's about to get completely bodied because he still has a weakness. Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll play Krabby. Can I draw a card? That would be helpful. Can I draw? You know, I would like Bill into Kingler plus a water energy. That would be really awesome. Imposter, Professor Oak. Oh, thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. That, you see, sometimes with Imposter, you just help your opponent so much. And it's like, why am I playing this card? That not only does it take up a card in my hand, but it helps my opponent out. Oh, and Pokemon Trainer. So we're just freaking coasting here. Here, I'll even switch the tentacle for a Kingler. Where is it? There he is. There we go, Kingler up. And then we can play Kingler, and then we can also just frickin' slap another Wada on there. Like, this game, like, it's just so much better. Hey, maybe this will work. Nope. Okay, that's fine. You see, I don't mind Pokemon Trader. That's just a, hey, you know, this card, use it to trade out one of your Pokemon. It's basically, you know, discard a card, add something to your hand. That's fine. I don't have a huge problem with that because it's consistent. You know, it works. All these things that are very important to feeling rewarded when you play this card game, because, you know, you don't feel rewarded when you get fucked by RNG for no reason, right? You feel rewarded when you make an interesting or complex play, or when you make an unconventional strategy actually work out really well out of your own wits and deck building and whatnot. Is this guy mega dead? He is. He's certainly on the back foot now that I just axed his Mewtwo. I can do that. I don't remember where my muck is, but it's somewhere. It doesn't really matter at this point. I pretty much won because of Krabby. I mean, I'm about to get confused here. Or not. That's actually awesome. Nothing went wrong. Did you hear that, guys? Nothing went wrong! Somehow! Here, I'll leave an energy search for a frickin' grass. Yay! Can't play it yet, but then I can play... Actually, I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna play Muck. Awesome! Now no more Pokemon power, so nothing absolutely terrible can happen. Everything's just working out. Alright, we're beating the Science Club guy at his own game. Grass energy, yeah. Hey, switch! So now I'm just guaranteed to win, because even if something happens to Kingler, I can switch him out. Oh man, Switch is a good card. I like Switch. It's basically pay however much conditional amount of mana to get something done, question mark. I think it's interesting. Hey, and there's Ekans. I guess I can play the Ekans and then I'll play the Arbok and then maybe I'll get some more grass energies. But if I have to Oak, but I kind of doubt it unless he keeps on switching off. Well, he's certainly trying. I don't think that Mewtwo's going to be able to retreat though. So this is pretty much over. I'll even just Oak just for safety. Right, we don't want something going horribly, horribly wrong. But I don't think it will. Right, if we're dealing 40 damage a turn, our opponent cannot keep up with this. Yeah, he's done. Alright, that was a good game. I had a really good game during the Lost area, where it was like neck and neck. Like he was actually ahead for the first like 5 turns or so. Like he had 2 prize cards, I had only taken 1. Like it was a good game. This one also wasn't bad, except for the fact that I fucking demolished him. There are, at times, problems even science cannot answer. Here, take this medal. It is a result of our research. Alright. I got the science medal. Hey, sweet, and I get a lab pack. I guess I could have expected that. Hey, I got the good electrode, I got a Golbat. That's kind of cool. All interesting stuff. I'm never playing the Gameboy card in my life. Ooh. Ooh, a different Magneton! That's kind of cool. You get a Sonic Boom that's just straight up worse than the Electrode Sonic Boom. And a sweet-ass self-destruct. Awesome. Kind of interesting. Legendary cards are but a legend. Science is the only truth. I must continue my research of science Pokemon. You got it. Alright. How much you want to bet that we're going to get blindsided by Ronald as soon as we step out of here? Oh. Well, that didn't happen. Okay. So. I'm going to be back in 10 seconds as we go into our fossil deck. So, everyone, quick bathroom break. Or skip ahead 10 seconds using L or whatever. Right. Everyone back? Everyone all good? Where's my... Oh, there's my Game Boy Color. Okay. So the fossil deck is a concoction. So, the strategy for this deck basically works like this. We have to get our fossils out. Which means that we have to play Mysterious Fossil, which is a trainer card that basically just functions as a 10 health Pokemon that can't do anything. If it's knocked out, it doesn't count out as a knocked out Pokemon, which is kind of interesting. And I can discard him whenever I need to. But that's not really super pertinent. So I need to play my Mysterious Fossil. So I need as many of those as possible. So I want to play any fossils. Right? Now, Mysterious Fossil is basically the base stage for Kabuto, Aerodactyl, and the other one, Ammonite. If I can just scroll all the way down to the bottom, Ammonite. Now, especially with Ammonite and Kabutops, it basically means that I'm trying to run as many, to get to that 2 stage as fast as possible, from certain respects. And as such, I need to be able to stall. So right now, I'm actually running Doduo Dodrio. It's a nice starter. It has no retreat, so that whenever I'm ready, I can do that. And I do like the Dodrio supporting power of, you know, you can just pay an energy less to retreat active Pokemon. I'm playing Chansey, who's just the ultimate staller, and Kangaskhan, because I realize that you're not supposed to play Kangaskhan to play Comet Punch. You're supposed to play Kangaskhan to fetch, so that you basically just draw 2 cards every turn, with only 1 card investment into Kangaskhan while you let it suck up some blows. So, the overall strategy is to open with like Chansey or Kangaskhan or Doduo or something, to buy me the time so that then I can actually assemble the pieces that I need with Mysterious Fossil and the other fossils. The actual fossil Pokemon. So the question is, now is this strategy actually worth it? Let's look at our fossils. So Ammonite, first of all, very interesting Pokemon power, Clairvoyance. You just get to see your opponent's hand. And that can be very, very useful if you're trying to like dodge certain evolutions, or if you're trying to see if he's building up to something with his energy, like you know how much he's doing it. And you have a water gun, whatever, that's fine. That's the trade-off of having a really good thing like Clairvoyance. And only 40 health. But how does Omastar hold up? Omastar 70 health. Okay, not that good for a 2-star. Water gun, that's okay. Spike cannon, I'm never playing this thing in my fucking life if I have to. Because I'm not willing to do what was basically the Cloisters attack, right? Right? You do something like that. So, Omastar doesn't seem that worth it. Like, Ammonite maybe for the Clairvoyance, and then you transition into Omastar where you start attacking? Maybe. You can see something happening there. Yeah, we gotta look at our other two fossils, so I'm just gonna look at Aerodactyl because he's right there. Prehistoric power, no more evolutions can do things. That's an interesting possibility that I'm going to have to consider when I'm running like Mysterious Fossil. Do I dare just play Aerodactyl and try to beat the shit out of my opponents with Wing Attack, or like once I get one of my other fossils up and running, do I just Prehistoric Power and then keep Aerodactyl on the bench all the time so that then my opponent can actually keep up? That's a thought. Honestly, that is honestly a possible strategy, because you get Kabuto. Or Kabuto, I think it's Kabuto, I don't really know how. So, Pokemon for Kabuto armor, what is that? He just takes half damage rounded down. Well, that's kind of good, except he has 30 health. This is basically saying he has 60 health, which is, as a stage 2 Pokemon, 60 health, one attack that does 10 damage, that's not worth it. And so we're like, okay, well, Kabuto's has to be worth something, right? Always worth something. We got 2 punches for a 30 power attack, that's fine. You got 4 punches for a 40 power attack, which is not good, except you get half the damage back. Which is very interesting. That's a very, very powerful effect. If we can get it off consistently. It's like, okay, so how much health does he have? He has 60 health. That's kind of where I looked at like these health and these attacks, and like the attacks are kind of interesting sometimes, and the Pokemon powers of the previous are all interesting, but is this payoff actually worth it? You gotta remember, this is stage 2 Pokemon. I have to, not counting, actually here, if I want to get Absorb going, because that's the only reason why you would play this, you want Absorb, I have to invest 7 cards. I have to invest the 4 fighting cards. I have to invest Mysterious Fossil. I have to invest Kabuto and then Kabuto. I have to invest an entire hand's worth. I have to, assuming that the game goes, whatever, it's a 4 prize deck, and it goes like 10 turns or something, right? I start with 7 cards in my hand, I draw 10, maybe I'm just gonna round that up to draw 13 because of like Bill and other random crap, so. Yeah, I've drawn 20 cards, and then there's also the 3 prizes, so 23 cards. I've drawn over a third of my deck, and a third of that has to go into a 60 health card that I just hope to God survives and doesn't get fucked by a random grass type. Right? Because this 7 card investment can theoretically get completely fucked up by just a very, very lucky Nidoran, which costs 2 cards. And that's like the ultimate card disadvantage. And so that's why we're going back to, maybe you have to play Aerodactyl to stop anything else from happening once you've gotten your evolutions going, right? Because the one thing that's really nice about having it all stem from the Mysterious Fossil is that you have an incredible flexibility in what cards you can play, right? If you're just trying to close something out, you got double colorless energy in your hand or something, you play Aerodactyl, you just beat the shit out of your opponent. Right? If you're starting to play a long game, maybe you say, oh, my opponent's playing a fire type, I need to play Ammonite. Right? So that I can see what he's doing, I can know what's coming up, and then I can transition into Omastar, who can, like, start cleaning up things. I'm still not sure that's actually that good compared to just summon a Kingler, beat the shit, just, like, kill your opponent with 40 power attacks, right? Or like, whatever, like Tentacle, just poison your opponent and then wait for them to die. I'm honestly not sure. Now, the fact that everything revolves around Mysterious Fossil also has a serious drawback, because this means that right now, I am running 13 Stage 1 and Stage 2 Pokemon, not counting Dodrio. 13 Pokemon depending on these 4 basics, which is not ideal whatsoever. Right? That's just, I mean, any way you put it, that's not good. We have to be able to get our Mysterious Fossil, so I have put in, besides the switches, which is to help kind of stall, right? So I put in a lot of stalling efforts with the energy, with the switches, the energy searches help to, God, I hate the dexterity thing, but you know, it just helps. You can pull out whatever thing you need. Right, we're running computer search. We are running Pokemon Trader. We are running frickin' Pokedex, just so that if we need to draw something, we can fucking draw it. I was even thinking about running frickin' Item Finder, so that we can get a Mysterious Fossil back once we started playing it. I'm sorry, there's a drop in brightness there because my computer just went on low power mode because I'm currently on battery power because I'm a freaking idiot and I forgot to bring my charger. So I was playing, I was like, I don't need it. I'm not going to be going for that long, and then I fucked up the recording twice and probably lost half an hour of footage. In any case, actually, you know what, fuck this, we're playing Item Finder. In fact, we're going to play 2 Item Finder, and we're going to get rid of the Recycle, because fuck the Recycle. The thing about this is, we need these Mysterious Fossils to work, which means that we need them in our hands at all times. The other option is that I could double down on healing, and say that, well, I can only get the Mysterious Fossil out maybe twice, but that's fine, because I'll just keep these 2 threats up for the rest of the game. It's another way to go about it. I'm honestly I think I'm just gonna go for the Item Finder. That just seems better to me. I'm gonna take out an energy search, that's fine. We are running Pokemon Breeder, you will notice, because we're running the 5 Stage 2 evolutions, right? We're running 3 Amistar, 2 Kabutops. I might honestly just run 2 Amistar. Actually, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna nix an Amistar, and we're gonna play, what was the thing I just took out? I just took out something for the Item Finder. No, not the Recycle. The Recycle fucking sucks. I'm never playing a coin flip in my life. We're gonna play another energy search. Alright. So, that's kind of the overall thing with this. The other thing is that, you know, we're freaking water and fighting. So our 2 tribes are committed to right away. And because our stalling is double colorless, and because of Aerodactyl, I was inclined to put in the double colorless energy. We're not actually able to search for it with energy search because it's not a basic, but it's, you know, it's something. Slightly more fighting because of Kabutops needing more to get itself going. I'm not super happy with this energy balance, I'm going to be quite honest, but I'm not sure how I would structure this deck. Otherwise, I'd have to seriously cut down on some other stuff, which might be the way to do it, right? Maybe I only play 1 Amistar, because I'm happy to just roll with frickin' Ammonite, but I think the general idea with this deck is that you get your Mysterious Fossils down because you can play them, and then you get your fossils going as fast as possible, and then you lock them out with the Aerodactyl. The idea is that you kind of shift strategies almost from like a contemplative sort of slow, like, okay, I got Kangaskhan blocking stuff, or I'm going to use Amistar to see what he's doing, or I got Kabuto kind of half-tanking because of his ability, right? He can take a 30 damage hit and then only take 10 damage, that's pretty good. So like, you know, using that sort of stuff to kind of stall for time, and then just there's like gonna be just a swing turn where I play freaking Amistar with like a whole bunch of water on him, and then they just kill the opponent, right? Or I play Kabutops and I like sickle, and then he hits me back, and then I just start absorbing, and then, you know, it's all over after that. I think that's generally how we want this deck to go. I am very, very concerned about the energy balance and the basic Pokemon balance, right? We're running Mysterious Fossil, which is 4 basic Pokemon. We're running 2 Doduo. So that makes it 6. We're running 2 Kangaskhan, which makes it 8, and then a Chansey, which makes it 9. That's not very ideal. You may notice that is not especially ideal by any stretch of the imagination. I might even just consider not running Dodrio and instead just tossing in like a frickin' Lickitung or something. Right? He's a nice big beefy man. I'm not sure. I'd have to see how the Dodrio feels. Until then, that is the fossil deck for now. I have no idea if this is gonna work, because I have wanted to test it many times, but I have told myself I'm gonna wait until I start recording to test. We're gonna save over. Don't mind all of these other decks that don't really matter on funny titles. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Select. Alright. I do not think that this deck is particularly good. At least right now. But we're gonna go to the challenge hall. We're gonna talk to our boy Ronald. Hey Henry, what are you doing here? The challenge cup is over already. Too bad you couldn't enter. Wait, what? You kidding me? That freaking... No way. Last challenge cup was a blast. What? Okay, I just got myself screwed out of a level 8 Mew. I feel very... Man, they even have this cool thing. These things in the back. If you can't enter. Alright. I was looking forward to this. It's a nice change of pace. I'll work at the challenge cup. I can't wait to get up on the stage. Man, I would have talked to a cute girl. Maybe I can get an email from Professor, what is his face, to cheer me up. Yeah, I got an email. Okay. I did get these 2 emails about the freaking grass girl and how to build a deck. It was in mail 10 after I built the fossil deck, so that was interesting. And I read them, and then it was off screen, so you will just have to imagine that I had read them and got something interesting from the booster pack. In any case, it's me, Dr. Mason. How are you doing, Henry? I have some information for you about Rick's deck. He's the master of the Science Club. His deck uses Mux Toxic Gas to prevent your Pokemon from using Pokemon Power. Avoid using a deck that relies on Pokemon Power to attack. His deck's weakness is Psychic Pokemon. Collect Psychic Pokemon to duel his deck. I suggest you study the deck from the Psychic Metal deck machine. Hopefully it will be of some assistance. Also, yay! Booster pack. I haven't used those deck machines. Maybe I'll use them at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. Or not tomorrow. The next episode. I don't think I'm going to be recording. We're no late Master Metals, Henry! Mason Laboratory, Dr. Mason, Winky Face! At Mail 12. It's me, Dr. Mason! You're finally going to be dueling a Grandmaster. Grandmaster Courtney uses the legendary Moltres, so her deck should be made up of Fire Pokemon. Be sure to use Water Pokemon, since Water Pokemon are the weakness of Fire Pokemon. Other than that, just watch how your opponent plays, and choose your strategy accordingly. Mason Laboratory, Dr. Mason. P.S. You're almost there. Keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, Dr. Mason. No, Dr. Mason, he's a good guy. He's trying. He's trying. Well, I feel very cheated, because I thought that this would be a nice, interesting way to, do the frickin', whatever you call it. Do, like, test out the deck, play, like, a tournament, whatever. We lose, that's fine. We win, that's cool. But no, we just got screwed. Maybe if I leave and come back. No. Man, I didn't even get to kick my rival's ass one more time. Okay. Well, in that case. Ooh. Who do we test it against? I don't think I have the card that Ishihara wants, right? You want a frickin' Clefable. I don't have a Clefable. Alright, well, I guess there's only one opponent that we can challenge at this point. Only one. And we'll just do one game, because my voice is very tired now. I've been effectively recording for a while. Hey there. Huh? Who are you? Who? Me? You don't know who I am? I am the super musical star, Imakuni! I'll sing the polka rap. You dance la-di-da-di-da-di-la-di-da-di-la-di-da-la-di-da. Hey, move those feet. That's a terrible Candy King voice. I'm sorry, my Candy King voice is very, very tired now. What? Cause? You want to duel me? Okay, but if I win, we sing or dance or whatever. 6 prizes. This is the only possible opponent I could have tested my deck against at this point. This wonderful. That's the other thing. I can also just get fucked because I draw a mysterious fossil. So I really only have 5 basic Pokemon in my deck to start the game. So you'll start noticing this in the Elite Four battles. I'm gonna just have to wait for so fucking long. Alright, Kanga's gone. Yeah, there we go. Alright, this is our plan right now. Everything is going according to the plan. Right, we have Kangaskhan out there. We have these nice... Oh, God. Oh, man, they scanned his face in the worst way possible. Oh, man. You guys keep that. Okay, then. Intelligent move, Imakuni. I love it. Okay, I drew Aerodactyl. Now the real power of Pokedex is I just get to know what's gonna happen. So I like playing Bill, then Energy Search. So I can Bill into the Energy Search. Pokemon Breeder doesn't look like it's gonna be particularly useful. Potion, maybe. And then it doesn't really matter. So I'm happy to drop a water so that I can start fetching stuff. Right? This is suddenly very powerful because I can just keep on investing things into just drawing. Admittedly, Imakuni is an extremely slow and fucking incompetent opponent. So this might be being too generous. You know, with myself, I think I. Okay, all right, we'll try playing against them again. Okay. Hey, you're pretty good. I'll give you this booster pack. So don't tell anyone I lost, okay? All right, and I get a bunch of boosters, right? So I can. Hey, another Chansey. I can slot that in. Actually, that's actually a good idea. Evolution. Flareon. God, there are like 5 Jigglypuff. It's so strange. And Mystery. Hey, there's a... I wish I had all these Kabutops a while ago so I wouldn't worry about grinding so much. And Laboratory. Hey, Porygon. Sweet. I will be sure to slot him in somewhere. In both cards and dance, Soul and Rhythm are the secret. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'll become a poet. He just kind of dances his way out. Alright. Slight alteration, because I realized that otherwise this shit's gonna take forever. Alright. I think we're gonna nix the Doduo package, because I just like playing large men. I think the large men package is exactly what I need to help stall this out as much as possible. I don't know who to play against. I'm not playing against a grass opponent, because those guys would kick my ass. I guess I could just play like a... like someone in the fighting club. Nah, I don't know. Oh, as trading, I can play against someone in the lightning club. Can I play you? No, not you. One of these random people. Not the Pikachu girl. Nicholas. Yeah. Let's fight, Nicholas. Alright, boom, boom, self-destruct deck. Again, maybe this was a poor choice to kind of test out the capabilities of the deck. But, in any case. That was also staggeringly impressive. I hadn't done any damage, he just self-destructed with the freaking confusion thing. Which is awesome. Okay. Alright, so we're definitely going to chance. Alright, let's see how this goes. Flame Silicon, that's fine. What? Oh, okay, that's Magnetic Storm Magnemite, so it doesn't actually matter. Because who would play Magnetic Storm? In any case, because I have the Kabutops, I'm gonna try and go for... Actually, ooh, can I add that? No, basic energy, okay. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't being stupid. We're gonna Bill. We need a Mysterious Fossil. I can just do that for now. But I do need to start, you know, doing things at some point in time. That's the other issue with this deck, right? If I just don't draw a Mysterious Fossil, I'm just, like, straight fucked. No matter what happens. Yeah. I don't know if I can actually beat the Elite Four like this. I got the Item Finder, that's not quite a, that's not a thing yet, though. Oh no. And then they lose tempo because they can't play energy on anything. I guess they can keep on scrunching. Alright. You just gotta hold out as long as we can. Sonic Booms, that's fine. Oh, sorry about that. I kinda, okay, it's double edge. Just because maybe there's a Mysterious Fossil in the fucking prize pool. No, there's not. I just conceded, but that's fine. We learned something very valuable today. Because of course that Chansey cannot be fucking trusted. Alright, let's try that again. One more time. Yeah. Shock, whatever. Whatever, use your stupid electricity puns. While I use my fossil puns. Yeah, when this deck bricks, it fucking bricks, man. And admittedly, I could have dragged that out for very, very long. Why doesn't the Mysterious Fossil count? Come on. There are no Pokemon. Okay, well, I haven't had to redraw more than once, which is honestly pretty nice. I did not expect that to happen, actually, like, at all. And I have Oak, who is certainly useful once I start getting things going. Potion. We're gonna definitely energy search for fighting stuff. Alright. We're gonna play a water on Kangaskhan because I do want to play the Kabutops at some point in my life. So we're gonna just start fetching things, right? Spend a card to draw a card. There's an item finder. That'll be useful later because then it can discard shit and then just refuel with Oak. Yeah, tackle me. Owie wowie. Oh, hey! Well, that's a step forward. We still need Kabuto, though. We're not quite there yet, but we're starting to make a lot of progress. That's like one. Oh, wait, can I forgot to see if I could put stuff on there. I should have done that. My bad. My bad. Yeah, tackle me. Owie wowie. Pokemon Trader. Okay, so let's test. You can put energy up there. Alright. Oh, that hurts that I'd have to trade Kabutops. I really don't want to. So I think I'm happy to keep on fetching like this for now. Oh, sweet. Another Mysterious Fossil. Okay. Alright. Shit's working. Kind of. I definitely do not want to play... What was I gonna say? I definitely don't want to play Amistar into this, right? Or actually, no, Amistar isn't weak to it, so it's not that bad. Another Mysterious Fossil. Okay, I think... Alright, I'm gonna play that there. Definitely. I think I just have to trade her, because there's no way I can keep this going. I have to trade her, or Kabuto is fine. Play Kabuto. Item find. I think play the potion. Item finder, and then we just have to oak. Oh, it's not in the graveyard. I'm so stupid. Okay. Because the fossil isn't in the graveyard, technically, because we played the other card on top of it. Okay, Alright, see, this is why we're testing. So that we learn interactions. You can put stuff on there, onto your opponent, onto your fossils, and you cannot retract your fossils while you're doing other shit. Okay? Progress. That's what's happening right now. Progress. Oh yeah, I can read that one. Okay. Alright, God, I'm being so stupid. I feel so dumb! Yeah, this Kangaskhan will help us get through our deck. There's our Dactyl. I don't want to play him yet. If I want to play him, it will have to be later. I can item finder for Kabuto number 2. I actually kind of like that. Oh, hold on. So you take a lot of things to retreat. So we can actually wait a turn if we need to item finder. So let's just fetch. Keep on drawing cards. There's our fighting energy, so we don't even have to search for it. Yeah, just kill me. He's almost dead. Okay. So I should be able to Kabutops next turn. Kabutops. Hey, this is only Pokemon. Alright. Alright, so let's get to work. So I'm gonna item finder by discarding this water energy and this energy surge. I don't think it's particularly necessary to get a Pokemon trader. God, this is extremely inefficient use of things, but okay, we're gonna Pokemon trader an Aerodactyl so we can get a Kabutops. And then we're gonna play a fighting on Kabuto. So now we can get... So that Kabutops is now officially online and ready to just kill people. And then we can play Aerodactyl there. Now no more evolutions. Awesome, and then we can fetch. Hopefully we get like a Pokemon breeder. That's not very useful right now. Alright, okay. Well, note for the future, I do like the way that, I do like item finder. Especially in this deck. There's so many, like, search cards that I need to play to get this fucking thing to work. Oh my god. Put on there, absorb. Interesting. Oh, he's weak to fighting. I forgot about that. Alright. So we learned a lot about our deck in that thing. Which is good. We won Nicholas. I can't believe it. Oh no, give me your booster pack. Zapdos. Nice. Thunderbolt. That's so useless. Cool. Another Coliseum. Plus power, yeah. Alright. I think we learned a lot from that interaction. I do think that Kabutops is actually worth it. Having seen how effectively we can actually stall and how quickly we can go through a deck I do think that I do see like how Kabutops is actually useful, potentially. So now you're just holding off, and then like you can just fucking burst someone down like that. Admittedly, I'm sure if he had more Pokemon instead of playing more energy, that match would have gone way differently. But at the same time, I can theoretically just get Aerodactyl down on turn 2. If, like, I think that something really bad is gonna happen. So I'm not too worried. Cards that I noticed were good. So, the searching cards are just a necessity. Not the searching cards with conditions, because, honestly, fuck that. Conditions might be a problem. Because there's no way for me to really deal with them, so it might be useful to run more full heal. But at what cost, right? Honestly, I'm fine running 1. Because if we really need more, we can always use the item finder. I was very happy with how the item finder worked in this deck. I might even consider running 3. It's also kind of a bit much. Alright, I will think about this. But I've been going for a while, especially consider all the parts that I had to lose because I was an idiot. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching HVAC Gaming. Oh, let's go back to the cool outro music. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I think next time we're gonna fight against the Grandmasters with this deck. I might do some testing, just a little bit off camera, to make sure that I think it's possible with this deck. To test the performance of some questionable cards, and to see if we might want to add something else. But until then, I will hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys next time.